massive faggot.
Yes! Rip them to pieces!
Last time, the plot of the game hit us like a freight train, and we made a whole bunch of new enemies. We're about to meet a new enemy type. That asshole who shines a spotlight on us. I mean, it only makes sense. When light is your kryptonite, someone's eventually gonna grab a flashlight. But the way that light really just fucks your shit up in this game, that's by far the worst enemy type. It's gonna cause us a lot of problems from here on out. But we met a bunch of new creeps. They are much more difficult to kill than the mobsters we've been fighting so far. And we're gonna need some new skills to do so. Excellent segue. So I'm going for Dark Armor. Very useful skill, better to get it sooner than later. Unfortunately, the two skills leading up to it are trash. So what I purchased there was Air Darkling. Now we can grab our Darkling and throw it at people. It expedites the process by which the Darkling takes an enemy out of combat and eventually kills them. But that's it. And the Darkling's plenty good enough at just going and grabbing enemies on its own. It's a useless upgrade. Also, the enemies have flashbangs from here on out. That one didn't go off, I think. I might have accidentally shot it and destroyed it before it went off. I don't know, that might not be a thing. Regardless, it did not completely blind us for 10 seconds, so... whatever the reason, I'll take it. Also, last time we purchased all the types of executions. So now we can do things like take spines out, and yeah, we'll be doing all sorts of Mortal Kombat fatalities with the last two execution types. But the main shit that went down was Jackie got caught in a trap, tied to a crucifix and tortured, and over torture, the guy with the burned face and the limp from back in the restaurant, he went over his Machiavellian plans to steal the darkness from us. He's got something called the Siphon. He's gonna suck it right out of us. But Jackie has to agree, or else it doesn't work. Best fucking kill in the entire series. Had to let it breathe. I'm pretty sure you can fail it, just get hit by the car if you don't shoot it enough. But I've never had that problem, it's pretty easy to do.
The house cannot die!
Section immediately after that kill is very, very difficult. We got a spotlight guy behind the van. He'll come right out and take away all of our darkness powers. The spotlight can be surprisingly difficult to break. One clean shot is supposed to break it, but most of the time it doesn't work. I've emptied 2 full clips of the SMG directly into the spotlight before, and it just hasn't broken. This is where pistols can actually be better than the submachine guns. But after you take out the first one, I like to fall back because there's a second one, way off at the other end. It'll make its way over, but it gives you enough time outside of the range of his spotlight to take him out. So anyway, Darkness does not want to leave Jackie, and Jackie agrees to keep the Darkness and fight these new enemies because the Darkness has Jenny's soul. It's a better revelation if you did not play the first game. because it was spoiled there. So somehow Jackie will save Jenny, even though she's dead. Jackie's pretty much over a barrel. He doesn't have much of a plan, nor does he have many options. And in the meantime, these new guys attacked our mansion.
So cold.
They're fucking up our mobster friends. They killed Frank. You know Frank. He's dead. And they are threatening to kill Aunt Sarah. Little pit stop for a relic. So, shitloads of women are dying around Jackie. Let's see how many of the men die. So far, Frank has died. And Dolfo's been gut shot.
Jesus, am I glad to see you. These guys came in like a bunch of fucking cockroaches. They're out of their minds.
And you're not?
I'm still alive, ain't I? More than can be said for these limp dick fucks when I'm done with them. You better head upstairs, boss. I got you covered down here. I ain't bleeding that bad. The elevator's coming down. Don't let anyone out of here, Jackie.
Jackie, it's me, Vinny. Don't shoot. Jesus Christ, boss. It's a real shit show up there. Your Aunt Sarah's hiding out in your panic room. We gotta get up there. Right now.
You guys get upstairs. I'll hold the fort down here. Hey, Jackie. Best day of the week so far.
So not only is Dolfo not dead from his gut shot, he's happy with it. And we can't really hear Johnny, but you can tell by the shitload of incoherent subtitles that, yeah, he's going off. Doing his thing. Dark Blast is slightly more useful than Air Darkling. Anything we throw now will explode. And hit a small radius, but it's useful for stunning enemies.
Jackie! Thank Christ you made it back here. We're in some serious shit, man.
Johnny, talk to me. What am I up against here?
The seal on the envelope you found on Swifty? It belongs to the Brotherhood.
The who?
They were the original keepers of the darkness, Jackie. The Brotherhood is the holy fucking grail of secret societies. They're led by a guy named Victor, high priest, royalty to them. He's not a good person, understand?
Yeah, I met that asshole. He came after me with some kind of thing. He was sucking the darkness out of me.
There's only one thing that can do that. The Siphon of the Angelus! Jesus! I thought that thing was lost for good! Hoped it was lost for good!
What the fuck is it?
It's the device the Brotherhood used to cage the darkness. It's an instrument of light. It was made thousands of years ago. Some say it was forged by the Angelus itself. It's the only thing that can contain dark essence. Well, besides you. It's powerful, Jackie, and dangerous. If they found it, that's bad. Really bad. If the Brotherhood gets a hold of the darkness... who knows? But I'm sure it's not good.
All right. I get the picture. Look, stay put. I'm gonna put these fucks out of their misery.
I guess I didn't have to recap shit. Good old redundant Johnny. Hey, we got a replacement Frank already. Good thing I picked him over Eddie.
Jackie! Holy Christ, am I glad to see you. We never saw these guys coming. They got into the damn kitchen!
Boss! Who the fuck are these guys? They don't look like nobody I ever seen before.
Jackie, we gotta get you up to your Aunt Sarah. And hey, watch yourself out there.
You too, Vinny. You be careful.
Get your Rogue One, come on, let's do this.
Take your revenge!
Looks like Fat Tony has survived the assault on the mansion. And his jaundice cleared up since he left Springfield, so good for him. Now we gotta get into the mansion, which is easier said than done. This is another section with a lot of spotlight guys, even one of them can completely wreck your day, as long as they have the backup to actually deal damage to you. As long as you're in the light, you can't eat hearts, you can't do executions, because both those things require the darkness. And your innate regeneration abilities, which only regenerate you up to the first quarter of your health bar, those are disabled as well. So any damage you take is permanent until you get out of the light.
Destroy them!
Those flashbangs I keep throwing are surprisingly difficult. When they go off, you could be really, really far away from them and they'll still mess up your screen for quite a while. And if you're right next to them, they will completely shut down the darkness for a very long time. There's one of our guys killed. Some nameless mobster, but introduces yet another enemy type. Guys with shields. They don't even really have a name. I guess we'll call them paladins. But in order to take their shield, we have to knock the weird goop off of the front of their shield. Then we can rip it away from them and use it as our own, or throw it back at them, slice them in half. They're extremely resilient. Can be very difficult to deal with. Gun channeling is a real joy, though. So glad they added gun channeling, because, you know, it's a shooter, so we have to shoot. But it's more fun to involve the darkness in some way. The ideal way to do that is to make you incredibly powerful. Unfairly powerful, really. The enemies can't hold up to a gun channeling usage. But it's balanced by having a short duration. So there's the problem with the paladins on full display. They basically just can't die. So they will try to close their distance on you, they'll smash you with a shield. They often wield shotguns, and those will deal your whole health bar in one hit. You basically have to empty both your clips to get that shield out of the way. And even once you do break the armor that's on the shield, you can't shoot through the shield. As long as they have the shield, they can't be hurt until you rip it away. So there's a few abilities that make them easier to deal with. I doubt we have any of them at the moment. I really need to turn off the hints. It will pop up the most basic gameplay instructions throughout the entire game, unless we turn off the hint option. Unless we want to constantly be reminded how to eat hearts. To recover health, of course. Very sorry to show you the full effect of a flashbang there, but it was bound to happen, and will probably happen again. Up until this point, stepping into the light would mostly have been our own fault for not taking the light sources out, but from here on out, that's not really going to be the case. Flashbangs will really illuminate an entire room, plus the spotlight guys, they'll chase after you. It's difficult, but whatever. The blinding sun is aptly named. You can't even see the damn thing. It's so bright. It's going to be our final relic for this video, and the story for that one is pretty fucked up. Hope you enjoy the sort of over-the-top torture descriptions that a particularly edgy 14-year-old would work into their creepypasta.
Jackie, your Aunt Sarah's upstairs in your bedroom, locked in your panic room. They're trying to break through the door. We gotta move now.
Restating the purpose. we're gonna go save Aunt Sarah. That was a bad idea on their part. Dumping a bunch of guys in front of us all at once is a wonderful time to use gun channeling, because its duration is so short.
Just shoot the old bag!
This is a bit of a dead end, but gotta kill all the Brotherhood that have made their way into our Mafia Don mansion. This thing about Jackie becoming the Don of the Mafia is from the comics. Happened right after he killed Paulie Franchetti, just like in the games. Didn't last very long though, seems like the writers didn't have anywhere to take it really. So he gets deposed and has to flee the country to South America, where he becomes a dictator of a country by selling a drug made from his own bodily fluids.
Good stuff coming through.
Jackie! Jackie, no! You'll come back from this. You know you will. And when you do...
Wrong choice, Jackie boy.
Jackie, help me, please!
Wake up. Come on, Jackie, wake up. Everything's okay. There you go. You're out of it now. You fell out of the bed. You had a rough night, Jackie. You've been skipping out on your meds again, bud. We've been through this, Jackie. No answer means, no, I didn't take my medicine. You're gonna get me in trouble with Dr. Vic again.
Vinny? I don't understand what's happening. Is this hell?
Okay, that's a new one.
This is the darkness, isn't it? It's some kind of trick.
Come on, Jackie, don't start talking about that stuff again, okay? The darkness isn't real. It's just in your mind.
What?
I'm sorry, but I know you get confused by all this. These bad dreams are a part of being sick. You gotta help us get you well again. I'll tell you what. You go by the dispensary before breakfast and I'll tell the doc you had a good night.
And so, another woman that Jackie has deigned to speak to is murdered. At this point, every single woman Jackie has canonically ever spoken to has become a murder victim. Or so it would seem. Perhaps none of that happened. Jackie just got himself an overactive imagination from reading comic books and suffering schizophrenia. He even imagined his beautiful flowing black locks.
They're rewriting us all. Even you. I'm not even supposed to be here.
Just calm down, Mr. Walker.
I feel like that has to be a reference to something, but it's over my head.
What the fuck is happening to me?
So either this is reality, and Jackie has never had the darkness, which I've kind of suspected since the very beginning of the first game. Honestly, the way no one interacts with the darkness at all seems kind of weird, to say the least. Or the darkness is gaslighting us from inside of our own head.
Hey, Jackie, I got that thing you wanted. It's big.
Johnny, talk to me. What is all this? Some kind of darkness trick?
That's what I told them, but they wouldn't believe me. They got bad wrists from all the computers. I tried to get your rocket in here, but it was too big. That's why I don't go outside no more.
Johnny, you gotta help me get out of here.
You think there's some kind of secret key to everything, Jackie? It's Tuesday. You take your medicine and then you get your meatloaf.
God damn it.
Johnny fits right in here. They kind of dropped the ball in my opinion. If Johnny had done the same conspiratorial rants and talking about majestic magical items that he does in the mansion, I'd be more convinced. As it is, he's just kind of nonsensical.
Is it morning already?
Dolfo, what the fuck's going on here?
What I really want to do is paint.
Well, not you too.
Mental note to self. Never again open up a war on two impossible fronts. And never again go within 150 miles of Moscow during the winter. Oh, and remember to buy cyanide capsules at the store.
So Dolfo is Adolf Hitler. He's actually kind of funny, I think. They really emphasize the fact that Adolf Hitler is a really horrible figure from history. They write some funny lines about it, and then they imply that it's all because he's a repressed homosexual, which is very clever.
All right, so let me get this straight. He says he lives in a big mansion kind of place.
I think he's the one. He's not the one.
But I already had a nap.
Tony, please, tell me you know what the fuck is going on here.
Lima beans are spies.
Fuck me.
Fat Tony could have been better served. Sheldon's just embarrassing, and Tom is even worse.
I think he's the one. He's not the one. The eyes are too close together. Oh, bummer.
Come on! Tell me something. Anything.
We're working on a plan to escape this place disguised as a Band-Aid. Yeah, but we're not sure if we can pull it off.
Thanks for nothing.
Unfortunately, we can't talk to Tom. Only his two dragon friends that live on his hands. Oh hey, Frank's back.
Jackie, Dr. James is looking for you. He wants to talk to you. It's okay, you're not in any trouble. Just go see him in his office.
Frank, I had no choice.
It's okay, Jackie. Everything's fine. Just talk to Dr. James.
Obviously, that dialogue is different if we pick to let Eddie die instead of Frank. That nurse over there is actually modeled after our dearly departed Venus from the previous level.
Over here, Jackie. Dr. James is waiting, Jackie.
I know what I saw. Frank was dead.
It's okay, Jackie. Just come talk to Dr. James.
Eddie's good at this. Very calming. I wish to obey. Chief's also pretty good at his job. We are not getting past him. So, nothing to do but talk to Dr. James. Oh, it's Jimmy the Grape.
Jimmy? Jackie, come on in. I'd hoped I'd see you this morning. Please, have a seat.
Now I know this ain't real. No fucking way you're a doctor.
I've heard from your nurse that you're getting worried about your medication again. Do you understand why you take the medicine, Jackie?
I'm not crazy. This is just an illusion.
If you know it's an illusion, you could make it go away. But we've had this discussion before. You can't make it go away, because it is not an illusion.
Don't you see what's happening, Jimmy? The darkness is inside our heads.
You mean the voice you hear, Jackie? The one that makes you do bad things? Does that seem reasonable to you? Look, I'm not going to skirt around the issue any longer. Dr. Vic and I are concerned that you're making up new rules as you go along. Mafia fiction's fine for television, but not for real life. You're not the head of a crime family, Jackie. You're a patient in this institution, and we're trying to help you get well.
There is something wrong with this place. You're not keeping me here.
Jackie, let's just stay chill. Dr. James is trying to help you.
Eddie, shut the fuck up!
Jackie, I know you're upset, but I'd like you to use your quiet voice now. I no longer wish to speak to your darkness voice.
Fine. Let me out of here. I gotta take a walk.
All right. Nobody's stopping you. Edward, take him to see Nurse Jenny.
Come on, Jackie.
Just try to stay calm, Jackie.
Yeah, Sure. Whatever you say, Doc.
So apparently,
Let's go see Jenny, Jackie.
it's not just that the darkness isn't real. Being a mob boss isn't real, so therefore the entire first game isn't real. And Jenny is just a nurse that we know from this hospital. So the entire orphanage history of Jackie is also not real. Perhaps nothing we've learned for 2 entire games has been real. Maybe actually meeting Jenny will enlighten us further.
Jackie, I'm so glad you're back on your med cycle. It's a very positive sign. Dr. Vic's been asking me about your progress. He's very concerned for you. We all are.
Jenny, I don't know what this place is, but I'm gonna get us out of here.
Why would I want to get out of here, Jackie? I work here. I'm here to help you.
No, not you two. Not you two. What the fuck is happening?
Just stay calm, Jackie. It's going to be all right. Now, last time we talked, you were telling me about the delusions you've been having. You said you were the head of a mob family and that your house was under attack by men trying to steal the darkness from you.
That wasn't a delusion. That just happened. I know it did.
I know it feels real, Jackie, but it's...
Jenny, you gotta listen to me. I think this might be hell. And we're trapped here. I'm gonna get us out.
I can see why it seems like hell to you sometimes, but it's just a hospital. I want you to trust me. Everyone here is trying to help you.
I don't know why this is happening, Jenny. You were dead. I saw you die.
We talked about this, remember? When you don't take your medicine, you have a hard time separating fiction from reality. You get a lot of bad dreams when your serotonin's out of whack. It makes you think you're remembering things that never happened.
But my family, my friends, the darkness.
Jackie, none of this is real. I'll work out a schedule with Dr. Vic. Play your cards right, and we can see a lot of each other, okay? Jackie, you okay?
My schedule? What? Jenny, you don't understand. You're in real trouble. We both are. We're getting out of here. Now!
Jackie,
Whoa,
no!
whoa, big guy.
Cold White!
Easy, Jackie.
Let go of me!
God.
Come on.
You were doing
All right, here we go.
Easy, easy. Calm down, Jackie. We're not gonna hurt you. Keep him still.
Geronimo!
Johnny, cut it out!
Go to sleep.
Get him off, would you please?
Run, Jackie!
Get back here, Jackie!
So Jackie insists on getting the fuck out of here.
He must have ate some...
No surprise, Jackie doesn't comply with really anybody about anything. Frank and Eddie are gonna try and stop us, but we're just gonna run away from them. And once we get out of here, we will earn the achievement, One Flew Over. So they knew what they were doing.
Boy, this way.
An encouraging voice just before we escape.
See, as long as the bloodline continues, the darkness will always have a new host. Found that out my 5th birthday. Woke up in the middle of the night with my dad, just sitting on my bed, hovering over me, butcher knife in his hand. Still not really sure if the crazy fuck was thinking of putting me out of my misery, or making sure no one else would take his place.
What you're holding is the very first artistic interpretation of the darkness. Or as it was known then, he who comes with the night. Not the catchiest of names, but pretty good when you consider that most people are still living in caves. Anyway, at this point in history, Cain, you know, Adam's son, as in the Garden of Eden, first guy to ever walk the earth, Adam, had dealt with most of the demons and assorted nasties that still roam the world. But no one had faced the darkness yet. See, God protected Cain from the darkness by making him unkillable. It was a great plan. If you happen to be Cain, everyone else, not so much. Murder didn't stop just because Cain ran out of brothers to bludgeon, so the darkness still had plenty of souls to latch onto. Some legends suggest the darkness was first carried by a son of Lilith. Others say it was a Nephilim, but I don't buy that one. We'd all be dead if that was the case. Not that it matters. Okay, whoever was, through him, the darkness raped, ravaged, and generally fucked things up. Only the Angelus had the power to face the darkness. All Cain could do was warn people. So he sculpted 12 of these statues, entrusting them to 12 holy men. They carried these statues across the land, spreading word of he who comes with the night. But the darkness did not want to be known. Within a year, it had devoured all 12 of them. The statues were gone, shattered, or lost to time. Well, until now, apparently. You know, this isn't the first time the Brotherhood has tried to take the darkness. Yeah, things look bleak right now, but believe it or not, they've done worse. A lot worse. It was a long time ago. So far back, no one knew the Brotherhood even existed. They'd been around, but necessity required they keep a low profile. See, they were watching the darkness, studying it, learning what made it tick. They already knew enough not to fuck with the darkness. So if they were going to move against it, they needed to be totally confident in their knowledge. I have to give them credit. The Brotherhood knew what they were doing. They accurately predicted who the next host would be. Swapping children at birth, they raised the host as one of their own. Then, when he came of age, they chained him to a table and tortured him to death. This is the Blinding Sun. One of these was inserted into each of his eye sockets, gouging out each eye in the process. Each device was then slowly expanded until it shattered his forehead and cheekbones. This was the first of 12 tortures. The darkness didn't manifest itself until the 4th. That means it took 2 more of these unspeakable acts before the Brotherhood could be certain they had the right guy. That doubt didn't even slow them down. These are bad people, Jackie, and they have it in them to be a whole lot worse.